Thanks for joining me today as we create this beautiful love card. I am Jen, and you are along with me on my Jentastic journey. Let's get creating. One way I like to create a new project is I take out all the items that I think would relate to the project that excite me. Here I am pulling out die cut sentiments. I have 3 different dies that spell love. Next I pulled out pre-cut dies in the shapes of hearts, and then some embellishments like stickers and gems that may be pink or red. Lastly, I looked for other dies such as the multiple heart die set. I keep these in a see-through envelope with some magnetic strips to hold it there. Next I will need to decide which pattern paper goes with some of the stickers and gems. Some of the paper was pretty versus cute, so it may not complement the embellishments. So I played around with this for a bit. You could also use colored cardstock or create your own background paper, but here I wanted to use what I already had. I'm making 10 similar cards for a swap, and I wanted to keep this fairly simple. For the first project, I want to cut out a piece of this tie-dyed pink colored paper with the largest heart from this die set. I will use my removable tape to temporarily attach the die to the pink paper. I line up the heart to allow for a sentiment to be added at the bottom. Okay, I die cut out the heart off screen. Then the removable tape will allow for the die cut to easily be removed. I will use some acetate that I saved from used sticker packs. You can also just purchase acetate. This will allow shine, dimension, and prevent the embellishments from falling off. I will also need to cut down my pink paper as it is wider than my card base. I'm using a guillotine trimmer to trim the pink paper. I also choose to trim the top and bottom of the card base for a consistent border size around the card. I will use a pencil to lightly trace the card cutout onto the card base so I know exactly where to attach the embellishments. I will be able to easily erase that later. I am now taking the heart-shaped stickers and placing them lightly on the inside of the traced heart shape, in case I need to adjust them as I go through this. It helps to add a slight border of sticker toward the top and fill it in as I move down. This took some time. I was much faster with my second card of this type. My pick tool would have worked as well, and I used that in another card that had smaller embellishments. I will link that video below. It was easier than I thought to place the hearts. It came out well, with fairly even spaces between the hearts. When I overlay the pink paper, it fits perfectly. Now to erase my pencil marks. I used an unused makeup fan brush to clear off the eraser bits. I am lining up the pink paper on the card base to make sure my borders are even before I glue it down. I grabbed my favorite glue, Barely Art Craft Glue, to begin to glue the pieces together. We need the acetate piece to glue behind the pink paper. I left a little room around the heart to prevent too snug of a fit. This is how it turned out once I assembled the acetate to the pink paper and then the pink paper to the card base. I like it so far. Next, I fuss around as I was undecided on which die cut version of the word love I wanted to use as my sentiment. I cut out the white border die for the word love. I cut out the pink love sentiment and added it to the white border. Next, I wanted to add a saying on the inside of the card, and I organized my sayings in these boxes that I label with the category, in this case other holidays. I pull out several options related to Valentine's Day. I ended up using this small one. I'll stamp it on the inside of my card. I'll use my We Are Precision Press, and I choose one of these 3 Stampin' Up! Ink pad colors. Chariot Cobbler looks best. I inked up my stamp and used the stamp positioner and my air hockey looking press to press it down. I decided to add some of the stickers from the front as they were fairly flat, and this leaves plenty of room to add my own writing. Now I need to finish the front by gluing the love sentiment to the white border die cut. To give this more dimension, I used my foam adhesive dots. You will want to make sure that you're not stingy with your foam dots, as your sentiment will not pop up evenly without enough of them, especially if it's flattened in the mailing process. So I ensured that there are no edges without a foam dot. I even cut an extra small piece just to be sure. I then used my pick tool, which has a sharp end and a wax end. I use the sharp end to pull off the tabs from the foam adhesives. As I get impatient, my fingers get involved. The wax end of the pick tool is used to pick up small embellishments for easy placement on your project. In placing my sentiment, I want to add it a little to the left as I intend to add a bow and have the ends hanging down. I tie a quick bow with some red yarn to add to the bottom of the heart. I use a glue dot to adhere the pretty bow to the bottom of the heart to finish off the card front. Then I trim the bow's ends. This is my finished card. If you've enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, and also subscribe if you'd like to see more card making videos and my other content that I put out regularly. Now let me show you the other cards I made in this series. Here are 5 of the same type of card design that I'm using for a card swap. I really had fun with these. I look forward to seeing you in the next creative card making video.